I'd have to say my most memorable experience was probably the first day we began to shoot, because it was a journey to get there, and we really had willed the whole process through. I mean, we started with like no money, a meeting amongst a few people, myself, Phil, Sal, Kenny Clay, Amber, us sitting down and saying we wanted to make a film. And we didn't have the money or anything and didn't know where it was coming from.
The biggest challenge was getting the whole team together and making sure that we had enough money to be able to pull it off. We never waited until we had all our I's dotted, all our T's crossed. We had X amount of money. We had a date. We were like, okay, hook or crook, this is when we're going to start, and we just going to will the movie through. And that's what basically we did. So it was just keeping up people's morale and them believing that it will get done.
My most memorable moment of actually working on REDRUM was, you know, the whole time during production, it was like 100-something degrees, like every single day. It's like 105, 107, and, you know, it's just like, you know, and those were 16-hour days. So I was just like, wow, this is crazy, you know.
When I think of Sal, I think of perseverance. I've known Sal for a long time. Sal and I met Sal when we did our first short film in Chicago. This had to be like '95. And we were working with absolutely nothing. And I was just watching Sal grow as a producer throughout the years. And I know he's had almost every obstacle against him, but he's always hung in there. He's always stayed positive. And I've seen him make something out of absolutely nothing. And he's gone through things and experienced things that I think would have deterred the average person, and he's hung in there. So I've always admired Sal for that.
I think the biggest thing was, this was myself and Kenny's first film, shooting a film in California. So learning the ins and outs of things you can and cannot do in Los Angeles. Because our previous movie, 1 week, we shot in Chicago. We got a lot of favors, and we could get away with a lot of things. Out here, it was a little bit different.
Kenny Young. That's my man, that's my man. We go way back. We go back to school at Columbia College. But just seeing come to this level, I mean, it was gratifying, because seeing the talent in front of the camera and the talent behind the camera, it's a lot of work. And I take my hat off to him, because, I mean, even on the project REDRUM, wearing all the different hats, we all wear different hats, but to see Kenny have that talent in front, and then be able to go switch the hat to directing, it was like, wow.
Creatively, what inspired REDRUM was we wanted to do something different. We wanted to do something we hadn't seen, you know, especially from African Americans we hadn't seen. And initially when we were like kind of knocking the idea around, we were saying, well, they're killing people. We can't do that, because, you know. And then all the reasons we said we couldn't do it, we said, well, maybe that's exactly why we should do it, to think out of the box and to do something different and not put these restraints on ourselves, you know, as entertainers and storytellers.
Kenny's got a lot of ideas, and he's spitting them out, you know, like we're having a conversation. It just comes, and that's a gift.
Now, Phil, I must say, he knows how to crack that whip. Sometimes you got to grab the whip from him. It just keeps everybody intact. You know, we all agreed for him to be the head producer, because he was definitely familiar with Carl and Kenny working in the past, and me coming on as another producer. But just having that energy from Chicago. Everybody always say the Chi-Town boys are back. But we have a lot of fun together. We have a lot of differences, but we do know how, at the end of the day, to come to a consensus and make it work.
Preparation, and I think experience as far as acting, knowing what I wanted, and focus, belief, confidence, a lot of different factors, and just having a really strong team and a strong foundation to work from.
Would you ever do it again?
Absolutely. Okay. We're doing it again very soon.